It's another edition of What the Fuck, kind of just a sloppy edition, because I have no personality today. There's just no personality. I just really don't care today. But anyway, so the first thing I should say is I'll make a quick announcement on the contest, which, nobody entered and nobody voted on it and all that stuff. So Nadia teased, yeah, she did win. And so just contact me, Nadia, and I can either send a check or do the PayPal thing. So either give me an address to do the PayPal thing to, or an address to send the check to. So on to other business. And so yeah, there will be future contests, and it just, I'll get around to it. Okay, so anyway, so in the news, so I guess the biggest news is SoupX was suspended. All of his accounts, apparently. One of them he took down voluntarily because I guess he knew what was coming or something, but anyway. Or he was full of it and he's just sick of it and all that other stuff. But anyway, he played a video by that Jerka guy or whatever. And, so that probably is what got him suspended. Because that guy was suspended, and so there's all this controversy between Fake Sagan and Captain Awesome and all these people over this issue of the book and what this Jerka guy said. And but everybody's just, I just thought there's all this hasty overreaction, and everybody's just so full of shit. I mean, one time I was kind of impressed by the Amazing Atheist and Fake Sagan, and I said, it's articulate, clever, all this stuff. And they're just looking so lame lately. It's just like, I mean, Fake Sagan just seems like he's, 10-year-old lately, old 10-year-old nerdy kid. I mean, just, he's just so creepily nerdy lately. But anyway. So here's how it works. I mean, the Durka guy does this video on SoupX's account and talks about how he can't get his account back because he can't do a counterclaim on the DMCA thing, DCMA, whatever, because he can't afford to go out there and sue him and all this other stuff and or defend himself against the lawsuit. And you don't have to do any of that crap. You would win the lawsuit on the papers, as they say. All you have to do is file the papers. Let the Amazing Atheist sue you. You just file your papers explaining pretty simply, well, look, the stupid fucktard made a video explaining how he doesn't care if somebody else copied his book, so why the fuck would he care if somebody else sold it? It doesn't make any sense legally. No sense at all legally. Okay, so he already gave away his own copyright when he said it was okay for SoupX to copy the damn book. And in the second place, the Jerka guy, the Amazing Atheist was too stupid to know that you can't, it's not what somebody says they're going to do. Copyright law, somebody has to actually violate it before you can sue them. And you're technically, if they're before this stupid electronic medium crap, you technically had to tell the person to cease and desist before you could sue them. You had to tell them that it was just copyright material, stop doing it. And so theoretically that is what this DMACA thing is supposed to be duplicating, is the warning part of the system. And so you're just so full of shit, and it's just stupid. I mean, I don't know why you acted so hastily, the Amazing Atheist, and I don't know why. I mean, at least not being smart enough to, or at least to, I mean, your father was in fucking prison. You should know a lawyer or two. And you certainly should have known a law. You should have gotten some kind of understanding of copyright law before you published your damn goddamn book. You really should know what your copyright rights are. But the Durka guy is completely wrong, because like I said, he could protect himself against the lawsuit on the papers. He wouldn't have to fly out to California or do any of that other kind of crap. And and it's just such a stupid. I mean, nobody's making a rational argument. And there was something else that he said was kind of dumb. Oh yeah, he claimed that because Lulu doesn't provide copyright protection, that somehow the Amazing Atheist doesn't have it. But of course he does. Anything that you that you can demonstrate as your own work is automatically copyrighted. Copyright just provides verification that it is your own work. But if you can prove it by some other means than having a $50 copyright verification, that's all you need. All you need to do is be able to prove that it is your original work. And once you have established that, you will have an automatic copyright. You don't have to get it copyrighted with the federal government for it to be copyright material. Ugh. So anyway, a lot of stupid arguments from people who are supposed to be smart. So I guess that's really all that needs to be said on that whole thing. I mean, like I said, I mean, these people are wrong to be, overtly threatening or to violate somebody else's copyright material, but on the second hand, people can't, people are hypocrites. I mean, you can't be sitting there downloading free music and then the next day complain because somebody's violating your copyright. I mean, it's just, it's got to be some consistency there. You can't be buying stolen material one day and then complain because somebody, stole your shit the next day. Alright, so then the other news, to me anyway, this whole Stitcam controversy I got into, and these nighted owls, they opened the room, it's supposed to be for a couple of days, ended up being one day or whatever, and, then they closed it back up, by invitation only, and that's perfectly okay. I mean, I just find that so fucking lame. But then I was, looking for a room somewhere, last night, and it's like, you go in these rooms, they call something like learning or intelligence or knowledge or something else, and they're fucking talking last night about fucking farts. And it's like, is there no rational people left on earth? I mean, there's like, 100 rooms, and they're all full of people just gawking at each other, talking about McDonald's, talking about farts. I mean, shit. So it's pretty depressing that there really isn't a dedicated room where you can go, where you can reliably find a conversation about something adult. Eesh. So anyway, that was kind of a downer. All right, and the big one, Captain Awesome, he's what an idiot. So he goes on strike because, the Amazing Atheist is, suppressing speech because, he filed the DMCA on the idiot Durka guy, and yeah, okay, I'm not for this whole, DMCA thing, but the point is, if you're innocent, you just counter the claim, and I don't know why whole accounts are getting closed. That part doesn't, there's no consistency. YouTube's policy is shit because it's not consistent. They should just take down the videos, for Christ's sakes. They don't take down the whole fucking account. But I don't know. Maybe this Durka guy had previous strikes against him. I don't know. But anyway, like I said, we all end up not knowing, and that's the part that's really irritating. You can't even find out what the fuck's going on. So anyway, so Captain Awesome now, though, he complains one day, then 2 days later he's saying, well, let's create some fake drama, so just pick somebody for me to pick a fight with, and I'll pick a fight with them. I mean, you should at least, have the criteria of picking a fight with somebody you don't like. I mean, there's plenty of people you don't like. There's plenty of people that don't like you. I hate your fucking guts. So why don't you have a fake drama with at least somebody that doesn't like you? I mean, if you can't find somebody you don't like, at least find somebody that doesn't like you. You stupid shit. I mean, you're just making everything is just a fucking joke to these assholes. It's all this performance art. It is all just this, it's just disgusting. These atheists. Well, anyway, so the last one, I really hope I'm not out of time. Running thin. So
virtual Holocaust is now no longer intends virtual Holocaust. He intends to do the real Holocaust. And so he does a video, linking to a document that explains how to blow people up and, knock out tanks and, I mean, it's just one of these, really crazy survivalist kind of documents. And, basically talking about revolution, and that we'll all know when the time is right. Yes, sir, we'll just all know when we've had enough, and it's time to start blowing shit up and attacking the government. And look, if a Muslim did this video, or a fucking right-wing Christian, you people would be out of your fucking minds in outrage. And yet this, because this guy's an atheist, it's okay? No, it's really not. I'm as afraid of crazy-ass atheists as I am crazy-ass Christians and crazy-ass Muslims. And so this is a good test for YouTube. Is if it's going to let this guy do that, you know, then where are they going to? Where's the line they're going to draw? I mean, really, is it okay for me to start, you know, conspiring to overthrow the American government on YouTube? I mean, really? I mean, you know, maybe it's worth doing. I don't know, but I mean, it amazes me that we can just openly start talking about how we're going to start killing each other on YouTube. I mean, for real killing. I mean, because if you're going to, you know, you're going to talk about knocking out U.S. government tanks and knocking down U.S. government helicopters, you know, why can't we talk about blowing up each other's houses? And what's the difference? This really is crazy. It is. You really can't do this. You know, especially after I've made videos about how this is exactly the threat that we're going to face. Is that every individual is going to be able to define, you know, when it's time, and that's just not going to work.